Game plan live. And next season to you guys.
Oh,
God damn.
it's a wrap, though.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you
Rip up
for
the
joining us
closing close
today.
up.
YB Game Plan. And as you can
Yeah.
see, this is the last one of the year. Maybe we'll come on for draft or something, fellas. I don't know. We can do this,
Maybe.
for the draft or something. But Dope Bus, as you
Yo.
said, it's over till next year.
Yeah,
What's your,
man.
what's your overall take on the season, real quick?
The season is a C plus B
Okay.
because you have all this talent in the world, but you didn't have your structure right. And that's coming from the owners on down, especially after the admission today, where coach is definitely coming back next year. You kept
Yes.
Matt Canada for some weird ass reason. He was the coordinator from the rip. Tiny Hands lost in camp. He still was the goddamn starter. You
Yeah.
lost some terrible ass games in the middle of the season, which cost you your seating,
Yeah.
but you made it. So I give you a passing grade. You got a C plus B.
B minus, Hundo. C plus B minus.
Because more
Now,
than likely, your all pro DE slash outside linebacker probably gonna win defensive player of the year. I mean, they're gonna have to give it to him. Every number stands up for him. I'm talking about tackles for losses, forces fumbles, fumble
right.
recovery, and a touchdown. The two other guys that are supposed to be beside him don't measure up. So I mean, you're doing some things well. Minka's going back to the Pro Bowl, which it might be, a favorite. It's just a C plus B, man. I can't
C
get
Fan
plus.
anything from
favorite.
that.
Well, let me put it to you like this,
Yeah.
Twiz. Uh, First, do you think TJ won Defensive Player of the Year by not playing this week?
He would have won anyway. TJ, when
Of the
TJ
year,
don't get busy,
maybe we'll come on for
when
draft or
when
something,
when
fella.
when TJ don't get busy, it's because they done put three people on him. They chipping him, they double teaming him, they triple teaming him. Very seldom does a one-on-one player beat TJ. So if you ever look at TJ's stat line and they're more on the mediocre side, all you gotta do is go check the tape and you'll see why that is. Because one-on-one, you get your ass whooped.
Yep, yep. No,
You
no.
get
I'm
your
just
ass
saying
whooped.
with the play of Garrett and Micah Parsons down there in Dallas. I mean, you think
I mean,
that
do I
solidified it for
think what?
TJ?
Um, I don't think it was on them. I think it was on TJ. I don't think what it was their lack of not doing. I'm just thinking. Listen, let's just say they all had 19 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
TJ still beat them because everything
Yeah.
else he out measures them.
Yes,
Okay.
what I'm saying.
See what I'm
But
saying?
we,
So
we we got to deal with writers though, and people
yeah,
how
Right.
they feel about anything,
Right. Right.
and people that they want their agenda. That's
And
all
they
I can
love
think of.
Dallas.
But that's all I can think of. Because I mean,
yeah,
you
because
put
it's
it
an
in
easy pick.
perspective. It's TJ. I mean, that's not even no
Yeah,
fan favorite shit I'm talking. He was
yeah.
the best defensive player this year.
I would speak
Point blank
that way
period.
though if he. I would speak that way if he played for Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a fan
Yeah, the
favorite.
numbers don't lie.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Well, hey, before we get into these five keys, fellas, I mean, Twizzy, what's the
What's
grade
your
though?
grade?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
get Twizzy. I'm gonna get Twizzy. Let me get
what's
Twizzy
my
first, and
grade
then
for
I'll
the
get mine.
season?
Yeah.
I think I'm right with those C plus B minus. Um,
Okay.
I mean, Doe really took the words right out of my mouth for real, for real. Talent wise, we definitely had it. I think structure wise and organization wise, far as putting together a great team plan, a great game plan, a great
Uh
team
huh.
plan,
Uh huh.
for that to manifest on the field, we missed that.
Bad.
We missed
Right.
that
Right.
because we see the
Right.
talent. We talk about Georgie, 56 catches to get 1,000 yards
11:46.
total, but that's over the 50. When he hit 56 catches, though, he had 1,000 yards
I know.
with Kenny
So
as his quarterback for the majority of the year.
And
so
he
what's
ended
your
what
what's
he
your
ended it was 64, 11:46. 5 tutties. It's
so
just a
so what's that
mess.
final grade? So just for the record, Twiz, what was that
B
final grade?
minus,
B
B
minus.
minus,
Oh,
B
okay.
minus on the season.
Well, I'm gonna give us a C.
Good
You know what I
enough.
mean?
Okay, all right.
Because
Middle of the
you can
road.
say average.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't.
What's your reasoning? What's your reasoning for the C?
Well. Those more on the lower side of C, right? Though
C
C
Those are C
plus.
minus,
plus.
I'm a half.
C
No, he's
plus.
a C
Oh,
plus.
C
oh, you're
plus
Yeah.
hot.
B. I'm a C
Okay.
plus
Well,
B.
all right. Well, I'm more on the lower end, C to C minus. And the only reason
Mm-hmm.
I say that, fellas, here's the thing. Uh, Starting with camp, like Doe, I'm gonna echo what Doe said. Just coming out of camp, there's no way Mason Rudolph was third coming up out of camp. I don't care how you want to slice this. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though what Trubisky only started 2.5 games, was it? 2.5 games he started before Mason came in, but
Well,
you
no,
still
no.
delayed it by three
Three
weeks,
games. Three
right?
games. 2 minutes left
You
in
still
the
you still
third game, so
delayed it.
1.5.
Okay, this punter. I don't know how you're evaluating this guy. I mean,
Oh
I
boy,
don't.
yeah.
I mean, so what I'm getting at out the gate, some of the
Mm-hmm.
talent we kept, and some of the talent we keep hanging around sometimes, fellas. You know what I'm saying? And even back to last year with Terrell Edmonds and all that. I'm just saying, it's
I was
like
about to say, can I talk
we'll,
with you,
we'll
big
put we'll
dog?
put we'll put free agents out there that nobody will want, but then we'll take them back, and that's cool. But again, we ain't aggressive enough in the off season. We always wait for the bottom barrel, Aldi special. We won't go get that bona fide dog, and I gotta
All
blame
these
us for
special.
that. I'm just
Yo,
saying, I gotta blame our organization for that. So out the rip, we was at a B coming out. I'm just saying out of camp. To me, we was at a B. And then just some of the play calling with Canada, and you waited that late, and then you fired him mid-season. That told me you knew something was up. I mean, we don't fire guys in the middle of the season. So again, I'm more of a C minus, C plus, more on the coaching organizational side. But it all combines to make what we see that product on the field, fellas. You know what I'm saying? So nobody's, you know, obsolete from getting the business today. From the Rooney's
let me
down, like Doe was
let
saying,
me
from the
let me
Rooney's
let
down.
me let me talk with you. And then though you take it from there. This is what I always been talking about basically over the last 10 years. We push people out that still got life and then hold on to bums. Terrell Edmonds left us. He was in Philly for 16 hours and they
Yeah.
shipped his ass to Tennessee, dog.
Okay.
You understand what
Right.
I'm saying? You push Troy out. You push Casey out. You push Joey out. You push Ben out. You push all these players out from the old regime that still got football in them. Ain't even no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Still got
Right.
football in them.
Right.
And then you hold on to these mediocre ass OCs, DCs, punters, quarterbacks, strong safeties. You got, man, listen, man, you got to go get dogs. You got to go get dogs. This shit wasn't fair to us, man. It wasn't fair to us, man. Go and shoot your shot, though.
Well, I mean, really, the best part of the season was the Moricon because all his draft picks basically paid and played a
Yes.
vital role. And we
Hmm.
could keep having him have a secure draft like that, where players can come in. Maybe we could do something in the next year or something. But that's a maybe though, because I was 50-50 with Coach T all the way before the season started because it's getting longer and longer. It's 15, but really 16 season without a Super Bowl. It's
Hmm
14, it's 13,
Right.
but it's really 14 seasons without even being there. It's
hmm
7 years without a playoff win. It's five straight playoff losses. And
You breaking up, though.
well, five straight playoff losses. You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? I can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's five straight playoff losses. I don't know what else you do with this. I'm starting to get lost. I mean, I want Coach T can stay on his own causes, but something gonna have to change drastically down here. You can't keep doing the same thing. You're spinning your wheels. Like
mm
we're okay, we get here, maybe we get to a wild card game, we lose. And then the same thing happens in a wild card game. We give people
Hmm.
tremendous leads, we got to crawl back.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
Well, fellas, we're gonna get into all that in a little bit, but of course we got to go over the 5 keys we gave him yesterday, and we're gonna have them going across the bottom, and we just going to quickly go over all of those. Number one, we had to make Josh Allen turn over the ball. He didn't do that. Two, we had to establish an effective run game. O line has to control the line of scrimmage. That definitely didn't happen. I seen Broderick Jones
Well, you
getting
know,
beat.
they're they were 16-0 when Josh doesn't turn the ball over. So now 17-0. They don't lose. If he doesn't turn the ball over, they don't lose.
Yeah, you're right. They don't lose. And
Well,
like I said,
it's hard to give a turnover when you got an arm like you playing at home and your receivers is wide open. It's pretty hard to turn the ball over.
your tight ends
Yeah.
specifically, and I think
Yeah.
that's coming up here as our third key yesterday was as it comes up. We must play mistake-free
Excuse me,
ball.
gentlemen. Excuse me. Yeah.
That didn't happen, especially with that pick. Mason has to play above average. You know, he had that pick in the end zone. That really hurt us.
I hate the call. I mean, he could have passed the better ball to where outside, but the empty call on the 4. If you're
Right.
going to throw it to me, throw it on first down, up and high to George in the corner. Then you run the
Right.
ball. You give yourself all 4 downs because why not playoffs?
Right.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Right.
This is what I don't be understanding either. This is what I don't understand. You got Georgie and you got Darnell. Both of them tall, long, high catch radius. You don't.
Pat.
You mean to tell me you don't practice nothing for them in these situations?
Yeah.
You don't practice nothing for them. Nothing for
Yeah.
Darnell, 6'6" man child. Nothing for George Pickens, boy wonder. Nothing for him. No practice balls, no throw up balls in the corner like every other team do to their big tall receivers and big tall tight ends.
Right. Right.
I just be like, damn man, this type of shit is elementary now. You got tall ass receivers, tall ass tight ends that you don't throw the ball to. You trying to squeeze it into Dante's ass.
Yep. And get killed by
I'm
tight ends.
confused.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And then we got
And
these little 6'2" tight ends on other teams killing us.
And then we had George with that fumble. You cannot fumble in that critical game.
You cannot fumble no
And
ball
Byron
like that.
basically fumbled, but I
Yeah.
guess you see it as a clear recovery.
Yeah. And Georgie got to realize you got 3 dudes around you. Get down, bro. You ain't no strong. You ain't no AJ Brown. You ain't no Metcalf.
Right.
You a wiry long dude, man. Motherfucker hit you, man. Your hands is going everywhere. You're a little frail, skinny dude, man. Lay your ass down. You ain't going nowhere, man.
But he had 2 hands on the ball. I didn't even understand him. You that low on the ground, like you got 1 hand.
Man, because I'm gonna tell you why, though. Because when dude came and hit him, he jarred that bitch loose because his goddamn grip ain't shit. That's why. Lay your motherfucking long ass down. You ain't no strong receiver.
Well, our 5th key, fellas, was the defense had to play an old LeBeau style zone blitz. We got burnt on a
Oh,
couple
man.
zone blitzes, and
Man,
but then we also got burnt in man. That's how he had the 52-yard run. Remember, I said you can't turn your back.
No,
on
he
it.
got that 52-yard run. No. Let's be clear. He got that 52-yard run because didn't nobody want to tackle him.
No, the
That
one boy
he had-
came
and
up. Who was that?
was fake
25.
slide. No, it's
That
KZ.
wasn't KZ.
It was
Yeah,
KZ.
yeah,
He was
KZ.
acting like he was going to slide, but he turned his body instead of dipping his body. He slowed up like he was going to slide, fake slide. Then he kept going. But KZ at the same time tried to strip him. What are
Yep.
you doing? You got to implode into him. Y'all both slowed down, so just jump into him. He tried to come and swipe the button. He outweigh you by 40 pounds.
Yeah.
You can't come in there. You trying to swipe. It just swipe his little arm of it.
You see how that shit don't work?
And
250-pound quarterback, you swipe at the ball, it don't come loose. Little ass frail receiver trying to play yo-yo with the ball, nigga hitting me, lose it. You see how that shit work? You see what I'm saying? You feel me?
And Patrick
Hey,
Peterson
shit
on
crazy,
that list
man.
didn't want no smoke.
Patrick
Didn't want to
Peterson
smoke
probably
anything.
had one of the worst games I've seen.
See
all
what I'm
year,
saying?
fellas.
You see what we put our faith in? You see what we put our faith in?
Well,
We
it's
go and get
basically like
Patrick
you-
Peterson and make him a starter.
Well, he's playing safety too lately, Twiz. So he's been playing safety, but even when we moved him, in the
It don't
corner,
matter,
he was
bro.
getting lit up.
It
He
don't
was
matter,
getting lit up.
bro. It don't. That's what, bro. It don't. Once again, you bring in Patrick Peterson, but you let Joe Hayden go. Joe
Hmm.
Hayden wasn't playing that bad that he could go, but then you bring
Hmm.
Patrick Peterson in. Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, make me help me understand it for real, in the grand scheme of things when you break it down in a football aspect. That doesn't even make any sense. You got a dude here playing good ball. You let him go. You bring in a dude that's on the tail end of his career because he got 6 interceptions in Minnesota and come down here and look like some cold shit.
right,
You know
right.
why? You know why? Because Minnesota is a dome, Arizona is warm, and it's
Yep.
cold in the bitch here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that shit make
well,
a big difference.
yeah, it does. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
that boy
They
like
don't want
that
no dome
warm.
up there.
That boy like that warmness on that melanin he got. He like that
Yep.
warmness on that melanin, man. He don't wanna go out here and strap up out here,
Well,
man.
I think that was his last game as a pro today. He was giving dudes
Hmm.
autographs, numbers, and jerseys and everything today.
Yeah,
Pretty much probably
yeah.
his last game as a pro yesterday.
Yeah, go on,
That's
sign off, man. We get once again sending cats off with care packages. Here, take this 4 million, take this 5 million on the way out the door. We don't really want to win, but come on, man.
Okay,
Come on,
okay,
man.
Big Twiz. I'm gonna just go over our call outs yesterday real quick, fellas. Big Twiz, you had Mason. How you think Mason? Mason did all right, man. He
Man,
was
did all right.
solid.
outside of that,
Yeah.
he was definitely solid. Outside of that interception, man, you couldn't have asked for a better game. I mean, that interception, if we score a touchdown there, that probably changed the whole dynamic of the game.
Hmm.
In the grand scheme of things, we
Yep.
really don't know what the end would have been, but we know at that point, what, 14-14 if we score?
Yes.
So
No.
that's a
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because it was a
for
14-point swing. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
You're right.
so we get that. We don't know what happened, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, did he convince me to be able to come back and play for the starting position if we're not going to go get a quarterback in free agency, or we're
Hmm.
not going to draft a quarterback in the high rounds or the first and second round that takes the job?
Right.
He did enough. He did enough for me to fight for the starting position if we don't go get nobody.
Well, 22 of 39, 229 yards, two touchdowns, and that one pick. That ain't bad up there in that cold, in the playoffs and just starting your fourth game of the year.
It was
I'll take
solid,
that,
man.
Mason. Yeah. Doe
It
Yeah.
was
Bus,
solid, man.
your call out yesterday?
No, see, I mean, he pretty much said it in his press conference, his interview at the end of the game. Like
Yeah,
they
what
put,
you think about them comments? What you think about them comments?
it's all truthful.
What do you
It's
say,
all
though?
truthful.
Because I didn't catch it. I didn't
Oh,
catch
you
it,
didn't
though. What do
catch
you
it?
say?
No, they
It's
need
what
more.
I've
No.
been saying about the head coaching, but go ahead.
They need more discipline in the locker room.
Hmm.
Point blank. Period. Need to
Yeah.
look interior. And then they asked him about the play calling. Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah. Get it out, though.
mm, mm.
That's all. Hey, I,
Yeah.
I
That's.
understand.
He said. What did he said specifically? More defense in the locker
I'm,
room, though.
I'm he said, well, no, this look, but people need to look inward, more
Yeah.
discipline on this team. And but
Hmm.
as far as then they asked him about the play call, and he said because they was putting 9 in the box, how come you didn't check out of that? He's like, we
Hmm.
just was sent to tell run it anyways, which doesn't make any sense because Mason got off because everybody started doing that, and they let him
Hmm.
go up top. They didn't let him go up
Hmm.
top yesterday at all. We didn't take any
Yeah.
chances, which was kind of weird. I don't care fuck how cold it was. Throw the damn ball up.
Right, right,
And,
right.
and,
Because I
and
was
we
I
and we
was
was
calling that
down.
out yesterday. I was calling
And
that
we
out
was
yesterday.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You feel me, though, Keith? We was down.
Yep.
We
Yep.
was
No,
down, y'all.
I was calling
yeah.
that out yesterday. Like they got
Yeah.
8 in the box, 9 in the box. Go
We
pass it.
gotta go up
Oh,
top. We gotta go
you,
up
you
top.
know. Oh, two deep safety. Go ahead and run that thing. They was doing the
Yeah.
opposite. Every time I would call that, they was doing the opposite. And
But
Because
we
they know
spoke
how
of
weak they
we
was. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
my bad. That's why we was talking about not being out coached and outplayed.
Yeah.
We said that.
yep, yep,
You
yep,
said that.
yep,
You got
yep,
you got you got to be able to make that. You got to be able to see it and adjust to it as soon as you see it.
yep, yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Mason,
yep.
if they give you 9 in the box, Georgie 1-on-1 on the outside, throw it up to him.
He said he had more discipline at Alabama than he does here. So you know what I mean, or some. I'm sorry,
He didn't
disciplined
say
locker
that.
room.
He
Yeah, he
didn't say
did.
Alabama though.
Well, what
He
he
didn't
what he
say
say?
Alabama.
He comes from. He said he comes from somewhere. What that mean?
But
What, his high
he
school?
didn't direct. didn't directly say no where he didn't directly say it.
We just assume.
Well,
Inward.
no. What did he say?
He
Didn't he
said
say he comes from?
he was saying more inward. There has to be more discipline on this team. People need to look in the mirror. Basically, almost the thing
People got to check themselves.
that Minka said weeks ago.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
He kind of said it over again. He kind of said it over,
Yeah.
but that wasn't the big thing to me because we already knew that. It was the play
Yeah,
calling
we knew.
situation for me.
Okay.
Like when you see
Okay.
8-9 in the box and you're not
Right.
checking the one-on-one coverage and not letting Mason go through with it.
Right.
I didn't understand that.
And you got a player coming up to that terminology.
Yeah.
You got a player speaking of that. So if a player can speak of it, that means the coach should already know it.
Yeah.
Well, he was just being truthful.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, he just been. But the same way Minka had to tell goddamn the DC, well, you gonna get us cooked.
Yeah.
Cover this shit.
Call a timeout.
You,
Y'all
Well, he's
remember
call the
another
time
guy.
out, man. What the fuck is you doing?
Y'all remember that game?
Yeah, he's another guy with 1 year left on the shit. Terrell Austin.
Terrell
Do
Austin.
you keep him?
Oh,
Do you
man.
extend him, or you let him go and get somebody else?
Get him.
We gonna get to all that.
Get him
though.
out of
We gonna
there.
get to all that. We gonna get ready to get to all that. Miles was the call. My call out was the O line. O line had a decent game. I mean, they kept him off of Mason. What, he was sacked 2 times? Let me see. He was
Once.
sacked 1 time.
He
Once
was
for
sacked
11
once.
yards. So, I mean, they did a decent job. We only
Yep.
had 106 yards rushing, but again, at some point we couldn't rush no more. We was trying to catch up. So,
Yeah.
but again, O line, I'll give him a C yesterday. That's all. You know what I mean? Sucker fair. Our
Yeah, it
defensive
was.
call outs, fellas. Bust.
Yeah, JPJ Jr. got busted in his head. That should have been some type of penalty or something.
Yeah, man.
You
Hey,
come
Doug,
blocking on a man.
let
Going
me ask you
down,
this though.
I just don't understand that. But I guess you.
I don't understand. I don't understand this. And though I want you to dive into this because this is your expertise. I need somebody to explain to me how a defensive player can't hit a offensive player. What they call that play when you a
Spare.
player not able to protect himself?
Yeah,
defensiveness.
No. What is the call called? A
Yeah,
defenseless player?
Yeah.
How do you get to hit Joey in his back as he's making a tackle and there's no
Back of the
penalty
head.
for that?
It's deliberate too.
I mean, I don't understand. I'm sitting there saying to myself, y'all talk about player safety. That don't
Yeah.
that
There is
They
no
don't care
player
about
safety
player
for
safety.
defenders. No, they don't care about player safety for defenders.
you know,
At all.
Everything's for the offense. There's too much
Yeah.
on the offense. To me, like the NFL doesn't seem
yeah.
like defenders got families and people to feed, and they in the NFL and they ain't pros either. They just a
Right.
bunch of loves out there trying to kill people. What?
That big ass lineman killed that big ass lineman, put him out of the game. That could have been a difference.
You
Uh-huh.
that's just saying like
JPJ was having a good game. He was having a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was done
Yeah.
after that, fellas. He was
yeah,
done
that
after
was
that.
a
But
concussion protocol to that.
again, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
JPJ had a good game because again, fellas, I mean nobody really killed us on that offensive side. Stephen Diggs only had 7 for 52, and Kincaid had 3 for 59 and a touchdown. But other than that, the receivers really didn't kill us. You know, with the tight ends, it was the tight ends.
Yeah, but
No.
and stuff. And
No, it wasn't, man.
Yeah.
Listen, we was out coached more than we was outplayed.
I agree.
Because schematically, we wasn't where we needed to be. We got tight ends running down the field wide open, catching touchdowns.
I agree.
Yeah, you got
You got a
Miles
quarterback
Jack.
You got a quarterback going 52 on us. 52, 6'4", 250 going 52 on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, split us like a hot dog bun.
He had a couple first down runs. Now the one where they gave him the 15 yards, that was bullshit.
That was.
Yeah.
That was
Like,
some bull. Hey,
When
though, that
you run
was.
when you run 3 yards and you try to slide and then Miles grazes him,
Yeah.
you can't call that. He didn't. He could have lit Josh on fire with his head. He made sure he barely touched him because who knew if he was sliding or not after running 3 yards?
Right.
And that was the two. And that's how they got that last touchdown. 2 big penalties. That and the uncatchable ball to hit the heated seats. They called holding on Miles Jack. The goddamn ball hit the heated seats. I saw it. You can't call
This shit
home
was
on a passing
crazy.
play when the ball hits the heating seat. So they got home cooking.
Yeah,
It was obvious.
That's what Pickens was saying. Big
I mean, they
Twiz,
got it.
yeah,
you call out.
yeah. Minka, he didn't look like himself. He really didn't look like himself out there.
He
Looked
wasn't bad unless
rusty.
than that missed tackle. He was but
Yeah,
that
that's
Yeah,
but
missed
that's what
tackle
I'm
was bad.
saying though. He looked like he was a step slow. You got to remember, he come back into the cold, frigid weather. That's a big hurdle for somebody that ain't been out
yeah.
there for real, for real.
That's a big
Um,
ask. That's a
that's
big
a big,
ask.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, I'm not
that
mad at
is.
him at all. It would have been lovely if he was super Minka like he usually is, but I know the type of player that he is, so he doesn't. He's not going to get a shellacking from me because he didn't perform up to snuff. Because I know what he really capable of, and I know the type of player that he really is.
Well, he led us in total tackles though, Twiz. He
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
have
Well,
he did
that's
have
never good though. That's never good
no,
when
I
your
know,
strong
I know.
safety is leading the team. When your strong safety leads the team in tackles, that's never good. That's never
Free
good.
safety, Twiz, free safety, free
He's
safety.
strong, ain't he?
No,
No, hold on,
Oh
free.
Twiz, we
well,
don't we've been
free.
over there. Yeah.
Well,
Because remember
I thought he was
you used to
a,
ask
yeah,
why Terrell Evans was the strong
yeah,
safety and
yeah. He's
Minka
free.
was.
Okay, make it a free. But yeah, when your free
Yeah,
safety leading tackles,
you're
that ain't
right.
good.
You're right. You're right. But he was down in the box a lot, Twiz, and I think that might have
Hmm.
been maybe spy moves. I'm not really sure what they was doing with Minka, but uh, he was
And
in the
that's another
box. But
thing. You don't know what to do with Minka. Like where was the scheme for TJ not being there? Because you really can't run the same scheme because you ain't gonna really get the same pressure. So where was the scheme for TJ not being there?
And Minka should have been the blitzing safety instead of
yeah,
Patrick Peterson.
right.
See what I'm
But
saying?
to me,
I
yesterday
agree.
he was solid. Other than that missing tackle, he made a big
Yeah.
tackle on the other side, and then you didn't have him on none of the tight ends at all running.
Right.
You didn't scheme nothing up for that. Like sometimes you could probably put Eric Rowe back. Miles Jack was on those linebackers. He still haven't scored.
Yes. Miles
Come
Jack's
on,
been looking good lately.
but
Hey, I
not to
had
run with no linebacker.
no.
I
I
mean,
had
run with a stiff tight end. I'm sorry.
Golden and Herbig.
They were
Uh,
quiet.
they really didn't do anything at all. They
Didn't
both
do
had
nothing.
Herbig had one tackle. I mean,
They was
Golden
getting their
had
heart stopped.
three.
They was getting their heart stopped out there, Keith.
Golden did have a sack though. Golden did have one sack. So
If
again, they
56, if 56 don't get held 5 times, he would have had a hell of a
I
game.
agree.
But it's
I
home
agree.
cooking though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I was the reason why we lost, but I mean,
But
god
holding is
damn it,
holding.
that
Holding
beef
is
stew,
holding.
that
Holding
beef
is
stew
10
was in the
yards.
crock pot yesterday,
Yeah.
bro.
Holding is 10 yards. Holding is 10 yards.
It was
And
getting
five
held
of
every
them is
time.
50 yards. It's half of the football field. So if you ain't gonna call it and it's happening, then we get like you said, it's brewing though. It's brewing. And they stirring that pot occasionally.
Yeah.
All right. Our predictions real quick, fellas, because we was all wrong. Uh, I had it 27-20. Uh, Big Twiz had it 18-15. Pittsburgh.
Mm.
And Doe Bus 20-13 Pittsburgh. That definitely didn't happen. They had 14 real quick on this, fellas. It seems like that's a trend lately too with playoffs. These
I
playoffs we
just
getting,
said I just said
yeah,
that.
like are we just not being prepared properly for these games, or like what's really going on? Because I mean, I told y'all
Let
about
me
that
ask you
Jacksonville
this.
game I went to, Twiz. I went to the
Let me ask
Jacksonville
you
game.
this.
I just went to the Jacksonville game, and before I even got to my seat, Lenny Fournette was running touchdown number 2 in.
Well, that's because you got there late for one. You didn't get there on time, so that's why that happened. You know what I mean? You late for everything. You
No,
be late for this. We
no,
supposed to be up
it,
at 3. You come at 5. So that's what you do. You understand what I'm saying? But let me ask you this, because let me ask you what y'all saw. I didn't really see nobody wanting to win, far as uh, our key players. Like, did it seem like the aura was in the air? Like, let's go after this, or are we just gonna play and hope that we come out with the victory? Because it didn't seem like the enthusiasm of we can win this was really in the air.
right.
I 56
I
looked like
think
he
at
wanted
some
to win.
point it was.
97 wanted to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jalen
No,
wanted to win.
no,
Mason
I'm
wanted to win. There
excluding
was a
them.
few.
I'm excluding them. I'm really
George,
talking about I'm talking about Georgie. I'm talking about Tay.
Yeah,
I'm talking about them dudes, man. Did that
that
because
was the
I
most.
re-
That was the most physical game I ever seen Tay play.
Yeah, he
So he
was getting
definitely won the
upfield.
win. He
He was getting
definitely won the
upfield,
win.
north and south, right
George,
now too, twins.
George won the win. That's probably the coldest game George ever played in his life.
yeah. It just wasn't. It just wasn't jumping. It just wasn't jumping off the screen for me. The energy wasn't. The energy wasn't there for me.
We didn't have the big plays. The big splash plays wasn't there
Yeah.
either way. We had to fight for everything. But they damn sure won the win. We got that thing down to a touchdown. I really thought we had a chance. And then we had those 2 penalties in that drive, man. It's a killer.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
hey
that's
fellas,
17-24. We had some hope.
10 minutes
we
left
go.
in the game, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And like I said, Mason looked like he was ready. You know what I'm saying? For the
Yeah,
comeback.
the moment
It was
didn't
just
seem
the
big.
to me it was the play calling. It was the play calling, especially down
Yeah,
the stretch. I mean,
I definitely believe we was out coached. I agree with you
all
there,
right,
Keith.
we're gonna get to some of these people's comments real quick, y'all. And
Yeah,
and and
yeah,
and,
yeah.
and again, if y'all over here on Facebook, go over to YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. YB Game Plan, that's over here on YouTube. Like,
Mm-hmm.
subscribe, share, and give us some comments on YouTube. Go to YouTube and watch this, and put us some comments on there. That'll help us pop up more often on your timeline. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Hey, D. Russ say, I don't want to hear about wholesale changes. That's BS. We need to either bring a new QB or go with Mason for a year. We also need a new center and middle linebacker. Offensively, it
Mm.
seems that bad QB play was the issue. Also, the tackling was terrible. We got to be way more physical. Yeah, that was the Steeler way. That was the Steeler way. Uh, your thoughts on that, though? That was a lot to take in, D. Russ.
I read it already when it was on the side. You know,
Okay.
I'm on. I always got the Facebook feed behind me. Um, Bad quarterback been there too. We had a guy out there with 6 touchdowns and 4 picks in 12 games. We know that.
Why is Tomlin still co-signing for that dude, though, fellas? I mean, really?
Who knows
Oh,
what he's
that's
feeling? I think he's a guy Mike handpicked. Mike has a lot of influence with picks. More than people understand and realize. That's why he doesn't like to get rid of guys. That's why Terrell stayed around so long. I think Terrell was another guy that he handpicked.
But though, what I'm getting at is, and Twizzy had commented about this maybe 2 shows ago. It seems like, and I'm gonna step away for one quick second, fellas, but it just seems like he's still endorsing Kenny. Like Kenny's still gonna be that dude when he comes back, or he has a
I,
shot to be
I,
that dude.
I don't. I guess so. I mean, we don't really know that if he has to
how.
do it or not. I mean, we can't really answer that. To go back to Homeboy's answer, I mean, I think we was physical to an extent, to a point, but they didn't run the ball down our necks. If we go, unless you're
No,
talking about the whole season wise,
yeah, we held it down.
and we
We
down to
had
like seventh string linebacker.
yeah. We played a pretty solid physical brand of football.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't elite.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Despite having the defensive player of the year,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't elite, but it was. You know, it had to be something because we played yesterday.
Yeah.
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 You feel me?
And as far as needing a new center, that's for sure. We definitely got to get a new center though.
I think
We
that's coming,
definitely
man.
that, and you got to really think about your coordinators, both of them. I
Both.
mean, the Sullivan running back thing is okay,
Let
but
me ask y'all a question: Is the coordinator's part of the salary cap?
No.
no, there's something totally
No.
different. No,
No. No.
mm-mm.
No.
Go get some.
And
Just go get. Listen, I don't care who you get. Just go get
no,
somebody
no,
that
no,
know how
no,
to.
no. We do care. Don't say
No, no,
that.
no,
We
no,
do
no,
care.
no. That's what I mean. I don't care who you get, long as they know how to dial it up. I don't care who you get. Just get a coordinator that know how to assess his talent. You see how smooth Green Bay look?
Hmm.
You see how groove Tampa Bay look?
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just get somebody to dial it up. And just for the record, just for the record, you see how bad Kansas City look, right?
Yep.
Offensively,
Yep.
what's the missing piece? Because it's the exact same team that won the Super Bowl last year.
Well,
What's the
well,
missing piece?
they won, Twist. They won.
What's the missing piece?
The
Eric B. Enemy.
okay.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
what happens with the coach? He ain't no Andy Reid call. You see how the whole temperature of that team done changed.
Change. Yeah.
What the only
Yeah.
thing that changed? Eric B. Enemy is in Washington.
And
But guess what
Juju's
they
gone.
said? And Juju, and guess what they said in Washington? He too hard on us because he make people be accountable. All these damn drop balls. You think he was going for that in Kansas City? All these drop balls? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You want to drop balls? Let me get 100 catches after practice on the jug machine. We're going to fix this shit.
Yeah.
uh, uh, and the middle linebacker, D. Russ, we definitely got to get some middle linebackers because we hurting. I mean, Landon Roberts was really our second string linebacker to begin the year.
No,
Uh,
he started.
he was
He
filling in
started.
behind.
No, he
Who
wasn't.
was it? Who was
It's
on
him
the
and
other
Holcomb.
side?
Holcomb.
Yeah,
They
the
brought
one with
Landon
Holcomb.
Roberts to start. Yeah.
And then who
Him and
came
Holcomb.
in?
Keywan Alexander was the man that came in.
Quan
He started.
Alexander.
Yeah, he
Quan
started.
Alexander. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So you had Quan and Holcomb hurt for the season early.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
depending on their contracts, I don't think they're restricted free agents or anything next year for real.
Well,
Um,
Holcomb's on the team. I don't know about Quan. Holcomb's out for
Quan,
a
no,
couple
actually,
years.
Quan Alexander is a unrestricted free agent, fellas. He is
Oh, okay.
one.
All right.
Uh, Blake Martinez, them are the middle linebackers. I mean,
I don't
Mark.
even know his number.
Honestly and truthfully, I think 93 got to get in that playbook. Because if 93 get in that playbook and he get the game right above his shoulders,
Yeah.
Robinson.
if 93 get the game right above his shoulders where he can think and play,
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, we ain't got to go find no linebacker.
I'd draft one though. I would draft one.
Okay.
I would draft one at least maybe second or third round. Like one is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to try it out. I mean, we ain't had no superstar here since Azier. Azier been done for a while here.
Yeah.
Need a
We've
superstar in
been
the middle of
missing.
that field.
We've
That's
been
why the
missing.
Ravens in San Francisco is right now there right now. The four of them dudes are superstars. Two in each.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That
Yep.
comment from Martel Tiz.
Cheers, my man.
Bill's running attack was good. I mean, it was okay. I mean,
Yeah, but that's just the best.
Josh Allen had about 64 of that 100 and
He had
70,
70. He had 72 of that.
Yeah.
74 of that
70.
179. James
Okay.
Cook had 79 yards and Ty Johnson had 26. So, yeah, I mean, if that's good, that's cool. But
I mean,
I
it's
mean,
good. It's good. 179 rushing total is a good rushing
yeah,
day.
total it
Yeah.
is.
That's a good
It
rushing
is.
day. It's a good rushing day. Nobody went crazy, but in totality,
Yes.
wasn't a bad day at the office.
No, but when you're speaking Josh Allen, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a pretty decent day at
But
the
then when
office.
a quarterback is dumping off 74 yards rushing, that's a problem within itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reese Butler says there was a lot of holding out there. Hey, Doe, what about them refs out there yesterday? You agree with George Pickens?
I mean, I don't know about directly Jimmy George. George got a fumble on the ball. I can get to say it, not a player.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's obvious how Cookie though. We saw that. I lean more towards those last two calls in that last drive. You know, when you call defense a holding on somebody and the ball hits the goddamn heated seats.
Mm-hmm.
And then when
Right.
he quarterback sneaks after 3 steps and you go for him and you don't even touch him. And then Mason got the same play towards him earlier in the game. He slid and got hit and they didn't call him. It's just on Cookie. But he got expected, I guess, it's playoff time. And they're home. And it's snowing and
Georgia got
them refs
held on
wanna
the
go
pass
home.
interference. They didn't call it. They didn't call the pass interference on Georgie.
You know,
No, they didn't.
Junior getting cracked in the head. And
Yeah.
Alex, how has that been probably the most egregious though? Because you saw that live on camera. He was getting
Right.
held every play, like every
Right.
play. Tugging on shoulder. He kept doing this. It's
And-
like
and-
you got
and-
to
and-
pay attention to DE. I mean, outside linebacker be like He's giving you the rep. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Once he throw that hand up and say, check this out, you got to look for it after that.
A little bit.
A little bit. You got to peep in that movie theater and see that everything is okay. You got to see if everything is okay.
Yeah.
If he say, ref, watch him on the hole, ref, and I know how Smith told him, ref, you got to watch him on the hole. He killing me on the hole, ref.
Okay. We're gonna take a couple more. I'm just putting some comments out there, but we're gonna take a couple more. Dolly Lewis says, but we ended on a high note just a couple of games ago. We weren't even in the hunt. Yeah, we did end on a high note. We in the playoffs, but it's also a low note when you're going
Yeah,
home.
I ain't gonna
Officially,
lie.
Dolly.
Me personally, man, if we ain't going deep in the playoffs, let's not even get in the playoffs, man. It just, you know what I mean? Leave a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah, because to
I'm
be
always
honest with you,
willing to make
fellas,
the playoffs.
hey, Doe, we drafted
Anything can
number
happen.
20. We drafted number 20 because we did make the playoffs, and just like she said, we ended on a high note. Uh, we can't. Do you think we can keep sustaining like this? Drafting, towards the back because there's only 32
I
teams.
don't. I
There's
don't.
only
You in this draft shit. It's you with that.
what do you?
Great players come from every round. You don't know
I,
what you
I
getting.
understand, but you picking at
Drafting
that pick.
20th, drafting
You're still
20th in the
picking at
first
that
round
slot
ain't
every
bad.
round. What are you talking about? If I can
That's
get
not.
number 2 every round, that's better than number 20 every round, though. Come
We
on,
It
just
don't
dog.
pan out. It
It's
don't
all
pan out like
relevant.
that.
we just had the
It's all
first pick in the
relevant.
second half, and the best player in our draft was the first pick in the second round,
Of
Joey
course.
Butte.
Yeah.
So what the hell? We all right.
But if we had number 40 in the second round,
Who knows
we
if we
don't get
number
that
40? Who knows if we
because
number
we're going
40
to pick
yet, dog?
20 slot. We're number 20 right now.
Okay, well, I mean, it's still you can get players, dog. Players can. You
I
too many players
understand
in this
that.
draft. You don't know. Hey, dog.
We need
First,
dogs. We need bona fide dogs.
that draft we just come off was bona fide dogs,
Yes, we did. Yes, we
and
did.
we didn't play as well as we played this year. We didn't make the playoffs.
With 2 or
I
the
mean,
bona fide
just saying,
dogs.
man.
They were the first round boys, wasn't they? Basically, because Joey Porter was the first pick of the second
Yeah,
round. So, I mean,
Benton,
might as well
Benton,
say
yeah,
Nice.
1A, 1B. Huh?
yeah. Ben, if Kobe Trice would have played, he would have been nice. Got
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
coming back next year. So I'm just saying, like, picking 25 to me, it's not that bad. I mean, you can have your opinion what you think the draft is that important because it's
Well,
really
well,
not.
well. I'm talking.
It's
I'm
all about
talking
how
here.
you doing, how you
Where,
do
where I'm
guys when you
coming from
coach them
with
up.
what it is, because I mean, we could jump straight into it. We need a QB, and to get the bona fide QBs coming out though, you can't draft 20 of them. You can't.
Yes, you
It's
can.
not happening.
Mr.
Yes, you
Irrelevant is
can.
one of the best
Yeah, I
quarterbacks in
know.
the
Hold on,
league.
hold on. Hold on. I'm setting my man up. You can't
Yes, you
get
can.
a bona fide quarterback unless you go get one of them dogs in the first round.
No, that's not true.
Them
How ain't
dogs
that
in the
true,
first round
Twiz?
plays out.
You
Them
go
dudes
back the
just
last
plays
10
out, bro.
you go back the last 10 years and you go to every first round quarterback pick
Yep.
and you tell me what they're hitting for.
You know where I would thought you was going to go with that, Twiz?
What?
Brock Purdy. But never mind.
I
We're
just
I
gonna get
wait.
off
You
of
want
said
to
that.
go
it
back?
before
Listen, we can use our own. We can use our own team for greatness.
No, though I thought he was going to go to Brock Purdy on me.
I
No,
said
but
Mr.
if we
Relevant.
talk about
That's his first.
picking, if we
Yeah.
just talk about picking, we had a lot of superstars on our team. Mike Wallace was a dog for us. What round he come?
Don't
Yeah,
nobody
I'm
even
not
know.
saying that.
AB, where he come from?
You know what I'm saying, man.
Joey Porter, where he come from? What round he come from? You see what I'm saying? The list
I
go on
got
and on.
yeah.
yeah,
Now
yeah,
Troy was a first round pick dog. Ben first round pick dog. You know what I mean? Look
yeah,
where we got hands from. Look where we got hands from, though.
yeah. I know.
You feel what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
I know.
it's
Hey, Delmar says Yenzer's one of them gone. Tomlin, I'm out with him. It has been a nice run. Well, he's coming back. He announced that. We're gonna see. He in his last year right now, coming up. What you
if
think about that comment, Twiz?
if he this is I think this is what Tomlin is doing. He come back for one more year, the last year of his contract. If he do something heavy, they're going to extend him anyway. And if he don't, He could just walk off into the sunset.
Okay.
But let's just say next year we get AFC Championship. They're gonna pull the pen in the pad out for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We hit AFC Championship. He gonna pull it, and he ain't gonna walk away from 8-9 million. He ain't no fool. He ain't no
And
fool.
only way even sniff AFC Championship if something else changes. You get rid of this coordination you got. You get rid of some of that arrogance that's coming.
Yeah. You
You
bring
get
any of that bullshit back. I'm with you, though.
you got to be able really to pull yourself to the side. Like so. I mean, I'm glad that I think he did that because he didn't have his noon press conference today, and he walked off yesterday. So that was to avoid that question that was coming in droves. Because it was
Hmm.
coming. As soon as
Right.
he said
Next press
questions,
Today.
conference.
as
Yeah.
soon as he
Yeah.
said questions, they
Hmm.
was gonna come at him with that right there. Make
That
him
Yep.
one
walk off.
question.
So I mean, he got that cleared that out. So I'm 50-50 with Coach, man. I mean, he doesn't deserve fired, but then at the same time, he's on his own because he's not willing to change.
Hmm.
Because I mean, like I just said before, 16, not really 15.
Mm-hmm.
14, not really 13. It's a long time, man. 7 years without a playoffs win, 5 straight playoffs losses. Last 3 playoff games, you got to crawl back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're getting points put up on us early
So I mean,
and often.
it,
You
it,
Yeah.
know.
it, and it's him and the Bill Cowher thing. They're both underachievers. Bill just happened to play in more AFC Championship games. He played in 6. Tomlin played in 3.
What you saying with the talent they've been afforded, they've underachieved both
Yeah, hell
coaches?
yeah, hell yeah. Bill went to 6. He lost 4 AFC Championship games. Bill
Yeah. I know.
and Tomlin lost 1, but he only played in 3.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's just
And
underachieved, man.
the last one being what, 16? Wasn't that 16? We lost to
17, 17,
17?
16
16
season,
season. Yeah.
17. January. I
Yeah.
was in the
And we
hospital waiting for my shit.
did we beat Patrick Mahomes that year? Was he not
No, he wasn't in the
he
league at
wasn't
the
in the
time.
league?
Yeah,
Who
he
did we
wasn't in the
beat?
league that year.
Who was that we beat? Because we beat KC, I think that
It was Alex Smith.
division Alex
Matter of
Smith,
fact,
the
he might have been a
divisional game.
rookie. He might have been.
Okay.
I think that was his rookie year. He was on the bench.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a
I
low
was
scoring
Smith in the
game.
cold because they put James Harrison in the game and he made them sacks it in, and he
Yeah.
ran up the coach and was like, "I told
Yeah,
you,
because that
I
that was
told
like
you."
a 16,
Hmm.
18 game. Wasn't it something like that though? It was like
Yeah, and then
18 to 16.
then AB goes live in the locker room. And I was down there. It's the man's room.
That's the AB Facebook Live video
Oh,
game. Yes, sir. Uh, we want to get a couple more in here. Yep, that was Alex Smith. Okay, thanks, Rob. Uh, we're gonna get one more. D. Russ. I actually think sliding should be banned between the hashes to the numbers. It's too much of a disadvantage for the D. If we were going to get the 15 yards, F it and blast
yeah.
him. Take the fine. I see what he's saying. Okay. Okay, I had to put that together, D. Russ. You that probably
You,
be in between.
that's
He's
why
saying in between the numbers and in between the numbers, the middle of the field. You know, at towards the end, like outside the numbers, then we can blast them. Is that how you took that though?
I guess yeah.
Should it be
once
Like
you
if you're
banned?
what
trying to slide, I guess like between like 5 to 10 yards. And yeah, you
listen,
should be able to
if we
crush them.
can't if we can't listen,
That's
if
what
we
I
can't
think
hit
though.
no quarterback, then they ain't allowed to run. You see what
It's
I'm
too much.
saying?
It's too much emphasis on quarterbacks anyway to me in football.
Exactly.
So
I
they,
can't hit you, but you can run for a 52-yard touchdown. But I can't hit you though. Come
you
on,
you
I
could
Uh,
like
mean,
you could like when they start running, you could light them up, but
yeah, that's what I'm
nobody's
yeah.
saying.
trying to light
That's
them
why he
up.
was. That's what I'm saying. That's why you supposed to. Me personally, I don't think he was. I didn't see the fake slide. They should have cream puffed his ass.
Now you he kind of like they slowed it down. And everything it was like a little. I watched about 5 times today. He trying to
Yeah,
like he just didn't drop the body, but he turned himself and like slowed down the way he was like going
Okay.
to. But anyways though,
yeah.
that was
That's what
enough
I'm
time
saying.
still for
It's too
JC
much of a
to come with it.
exactly,
He just didn't
exactly,
come with it. He just didn't come with
exactly.
it, dog.
That's why you just blast him.
Yeah, he tried to strip him.
And then he
So,
goes into the end zone and hit the muscle flex. But you knew your bitch ass was fake sliding.
Yeah.
weren't we playing against Buffalo and the refs though? I mean, did it seem like that? It seemed like
I
that a
ain't
little
gonna.
A
bit
little
on
bit,
some of the calls.
Yeah,
a little bit, but that ain't why we lost, man. We lost because of our mistakes, and then
Okay.
we had a
we
couple
like,
of just crucial penalties to ourselves
and
as
we was
well.
out coached. Too many.
But it,
It was too many things that kept us from winning.
yeah,
Good.
yeah, I'm
Good.
not gonna put on that to why we lost because of refs. I mean, we just those two turnovers, and then this not capitalizing when we got the time to capitalize, and then we never turned them over to
Mm.
even that out.
And we almost had that third turnover with who was the tight end?
Yeah, the
Fairmouth
Fairmouth,
almost.
yeah, yeah, and then your punters give them 30-yard kicks, man. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, we definitely got to do something about our special teams, fella. Not
You want to
Boswell,
pay?
not Boswell, not
Hey,
Boswell, but you
you
know.
want to pay somebody? You want to pay somebody 6 figures to kick balls? I can kick a ball 30 yards.
Uh huh.
Just give me $250,000. I'll
Yep.
kick that bitch 30 yards every time.
Yeah,
Can't leave it in the refs' hands. Yep,
it's DBJ,
that's for
man.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Or
It's been a
that's
long
why
one, man. It's been a
confirmed us
long
when
one.
we play them. NFL is going for ratings. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. They wanted to pat Mahomes, and then you wanted to pat Mahomes one more time. Josh
You
Allen,
think so?
but yeah,
Man, you know, people, man, that,
it's all about quarterbacks.
them ratings for that game gonna be through the roof, man, this weekend.
I'm
I mean,
watching it.
I know. I'll be
I'm
watching it.
definitely watching it. Yeah, the rating gonna be through the roof, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely
But it
watch
would
it.
have been
You
through
know
the
what I mean?
roof. It definitely would have been through the roof if we was there. So it'd probably
And
been more if we was there.
Pittsburgh Steelers go travel
Mhm.
well, and
Yeah,
I'm sure ratings reflect that also. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
yeah.
But anyway, fellas, before we get up out of here, I don't see too many more comments. But again, everybody, I appreciate y'all joining us this season. Please go to YB
Game
Game Plan on
plan
YouTube,
now.
and we're gonna see y'all. All right, YB Game Plan, like, subscribe, and share. We're gonna see y'all this season though, because it ain't over. Maybe we'll do something around draft time and give y'all some things on y'all. Yeah, y'all saying that we need QBs. I'm seeing all this. Marcus Cobb, QBs,
Mm.
middle linebackers. We're gonna see who them top
We
prospects
need a
are,
we
and then
need
we
we
go
need a
get
little
them.
bit of everything if we being honest. We need a little bit of sprinkle everywhere.
Hey, Bus, ain't there a
Linebacker,
boy from
center, another defensive lineman, huh?
ain't
And
there
we need
a
another
center
corner.
out of Michigan?
Yeah,
Or
Zinter, go blue. I hope we go get him.
what's his name?
Zinter got
That's
hurt. He couldn't. He didn't play in the national championship game. He got hurt in
oh,
the
he didn't.
playoffs.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
but he's like top 5 center in the nation. Big boy.
okay. And this last question I got for you guys. Now you're saying we gotta change the staff, right? You saying coaching staff? In saying that though, if we hire Sullivan or what's the running back coach name?
Faulkner.
If we hire Faulkner or Sullivan, have we given up on that?
Yeah, because they're going to be the offensive coordinators. And what's the
That's what
point?
I'm asking.
We can't come back with
No, I
that.
mean they're interim offensive coordinator right now.
I
What I'm
know. I'm
saying,
just
like,
saying this. What's the point? Yeah, you gave up on that if you hiring them. What's the point? What's the point? You gotta let it all slide. Okay, you keep Mike T staying. He's serious about winning. You let that shit go.
Twez, what's your
I'm
what's
with
your
Doe.
take on
I'm I'm
offense and defensive coordinators
I'm
also?
on I'm on I'm with Doe. If you bring either one of them or any three of them, because I hear we got two offensive coordinators. If you bring any of that, you need we listen. This is how I see it. We got too much talent offensively and defensively to have these weak ass coordinators dialing up this weak ass offense and this weak ass defense when we got the
Yeah,
talent to be exceptional.
Yeah.
That's what the hurt piece is. We sat here for 18 games and watched
hmm
all this talent be wasted. It was wasted, bro.
I agree.
It
I'm
was
just letting you get
wasted,
your thing
man.
on. I ain't gonna talk over you.
Yeah, no doubt. I appreciate it, my bro. I appreciate it. But you literally let a whole team of superior talent go to waste because you couldn't coach it.
Now, in saying that, back to you, though. In saying that, do the Roonies pay, or don't, or we gonna keep being cheap?
I don't know what they're gonna do. I can't answer that for you. I wish I could. But when you go by who they are, they're not gonna pay. They're gonna
They're
go to
not.
the ceiling of 800,000. That'll be a lot. I really don't see them paying no coordinator $2 million.
No.
Maybe a meal ticket, maybe. No. I mean, we're talking about who we are. We're talking about who we are, man. Dudes drive Bonnievilles, not 600s.
Yep.
Now, Big Twiz, do you do what you got to say about what Doe just mentioned? You know what I mean? Eight
It,
hundred thousand
we
for a
we
good coordinator, bro.
I'm in total agreement with him. We have to we'll speak different when we see different.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't know what tomorrow gonna bring with our organization. Is we gonna open up the checkbooks and start? Is we gonna go get a left witch and hand him 1.3 to dial this thing up crazy for us? Is we gonna go get a defensive coordinator of whatever well, I'm not talking about the Patricia of lately. I'm talking about the Patricia when New England was battle tested and blanking people every week. Coordinators of that magnitude
Hmm.
that really take their job serious.
They
Because
make
honestly and
5 million,
truthfully,
Twiz. Twiz, they
yeah,
make 5 million.
well, he had to work up to get 5 million. So we don't need no $5 million quarter. We don't need no $5 million coordinator because
Okay.
we don't need we. I don't think we need that, but we definitely need a coordinator that his reputation and what he puts out on the field means something to him offensively also, because
I,
that's
I
where it all lies at, man.
I think a little
Go ahead,
bit they
though.
might be nervous about going one and done with coordinators. Because maybe the guy in Houston is a rookie, might end up getting the job. His
Hmm.
name is real hot right now, the offensive coordinator. And that might just be an old school thing. They might just become a team of Mikes, like they said on the fan today. Mike
Mm,
Tomlin, Mike McCarthy, Mike Vrabel.
yeah, the
I like
Mikeys,
that though.
three Mikes.
That just might happen, though. But that'd be something that you think that the Steelers would do. Them being outlandish and going out to another separate way, doing things separate, it would be nice to see them do it because you would think, okay, we really got championship aspirations.
Right, right,
Other
right.
than that, I just think is right now it's just playoff aspirations. That's why I try to get to you saying standards of championship. That shit been over a
Uh,
long fucking time. That's fans wise. That's not how they thinking down there, man. They
there's
wish they get a
business.
championship. They just want to do what they want to do and be how they want to be. Old school.
Okay,
And everything in
okay,
old school sometimes dies. That's why it's called old school. You
Hmm.
okay.
can't keep rolling
I
with it
just,
forever.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to get that out of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Before we get up out
I'm
of here, this
just
is the
saying.
last one.
No, I said it's definitely a good take. Definitely good,
Yeah,
something worth talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. We're going to debate that as the off season goes on. That's always going to be a story that's going to progress, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know who they're going to hire, and I'm sure we're going to be hearing about dudes at the airport. You're going to see the old who's the boy they always got to say I seen him at the airport meme with the dreadlocks. Like it don't matter who's a free agent. They say, oh yeah, I seen Gronk at the airport, and it's the boy with the
Yeah.
dreads. But anyway, we're gonna get all that. Who's coming down to the south side? Who's interviewing things like that, and we'll get some idea of how much money they willing to spend. You know, by those caliber of candidates that they bring in. So
Well,
Yeah.
it'd be nice to find out that the OC and the DC was fired. That's a start right there to say that change is coming. So within
Yeah,
the next seven
immediately.
days, if the next 7 days say the Steelers get rid of their defensive coordinator and offensive coordinators and searching
Uh,
for a new offense, that's the start of a new regime right there.
Yeah.
come on,
And I'm
dog.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. You get a coordinator that you need a coordinator down there that ain't taking they shit, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Put them boys in place.
Hey D, we might have to do some breaking news post season podcast. We might have to do that. You know what I mean? If we get some
As the
hot
news
news.
break, yeah, as the news break,
Yeah,
we can jump on for 10 minutes real quick, kick the
right.
bobo and bail out.
Yeah, yeah, we can definitely do that. That's a good idea, D Hunt. But yeah, fellas, but hey, it's been a pleasure this year, fellas. Hey, it's a 10-7 year. We did make the playoffs. Well, I'm not going to end this on a Debbie Downer, but hopefully there's
No.
change to come over there on the South Side, and we can right this ship because I think we have the talent here. We just don't have the organization or the coaching to or coaching staff, I'm gonna say, to bring all that talent out. That's all I'm saying, fellas. So
Mm-hmm.
once again, shout
Makes
out to
sense.
Dope Bus, shout out to Big Twins. I appreciate you, fellas. YB game plan, y'all. Hey,
You
for
too, dog.
KY,
Dope
Twist.
bus. Peace.
Peace.
peace.